Pisces, welcome back to the channel. Monica Loop here at the Love Messages. So today we are going to do your reading from now until mid-January. This is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate, it may not. In this reading, I'm going to look at past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice for you. Okay, so your challenge, 10 of Pentacles, bottom of the deck for you, Pisces, you have the 9 of Swords, okay? So your biggest challenge between now and mid-January is the 10 of Pentacles. You're trying to accomplish something great, something that is steady, stable, solid, long-term. This could be about an inheritance that's coming in for you. This could also be about opportunities that are coming in. Your challenge has a lot to do with recognizing your full potential, okay, with the 10 of Pentacles, because the 10 of Pentacles is big. It's not something that's minor. It's something that is big, Pisces. Yes, this is a big situation. So for you, this is you stepping up your game. Why is it a challenge? It's a challenge because for many of you, I think you want to do more. Okay, I think you know that you can do more, you can achieve more. Maybe you don't quite know how you're going to do it, but it's definitely on the table for you in this time between now and mid-January. All right, let's talk about the recent past. Recent past, you have the Lovers, you have the 8 of Swords, and you have the Page of Wands. So many of you were involved in a relationship where there was a lot of love between you and this person, very strong connection between you and them. However, you may have felt here in the past, Pisces, that it was time for you to move into a new direction, because even though you were very much madly in love with this person in the past, it made you feel alone. It didn't make you feel completely loved or supported here in the past. So a lot of you may be focused here on the past, on your new beginning, focused on what was important to you, focusing on a new project, a new beginning. So I feel in the past, even though you were very much in love with someone, you may have equally felt that it was time for you to move out of this place of feeling stuck. Okay, so there was a feeling energy here of being stuck in the past. Now, in the present moment, you have the Knight of Swords, you have the 9 of Cups, and you have the Sun. The Sun is such a beautiful card here in the present moment because it's showing you that there's so much hope here now that you finally have taken action on moving towards something new, a new beginning. You are taking action here. I feel that you are the Knight of Swords. If you're not the Knight of Swords, this could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I feel that now, because many of you are focusing on yourself. Like I said in the past, that's what you started to do. In the present moment, there is this turning energy of you pouring into yourself, focusing on yourself, loving yourself, doing new things, just fully immersing yourself emotionally into yourself. When this person sees this is somebody that maybe you were in love with here in the past that you moved away from, or you decided to have a new beginning by yourself without this person in the past. When they see this, there's going to be alarm bells that ring in this person's mind. And I see that this person's going to see you doing that inner work, probably right after you watch this reading, a few days after, maybe a few hours after watching this person may reach out, or they may call, or they may try to take action towards you. And that's what I'm seeing here with the Knight of Swords and the 9 of Cups. But of course, we're going to clarify and get more information in a minute. Now, in the near future, you have the Devil, you have the Page of Pentacles, and the Justice. The Justice has really been popping out lately for everybody's reading. And I did do a short where I talked about how I energetically felt justice is coming in for so many of us this year. It is a year one, so we are starting something new. And in order to start something new, we need to truly feel that we are worthy of having something new. And I think that's the process that you're going through between, the beginning of January and mid-January. The Justice card is saying that you're going to receive the justice that you truly deserve, especially if you feel that a situation in your life, there was a lack of understanding, there was a lack of patience, there was a lack of fairness here. So if there was a toxic relationship, which I do feel there was, an unhealthy relationship that you were a part of, this could have been an unhealthy relationship relationship with yourself, or this could have been an unhealthy relationship with somebody that you were in love with. For majority of you, this is an unhealthy relationship with someone you were in love with, or a friend or a family member. Take it as it resonates. But there is going to be an opportunity that comes out of all of this. Okay, so even though it looks messy, a lot of you, and this is for the water signs, for the first 2 weeks of January, there's a lot of this self energy. 2026 is a selfish energy. It's a me energy. With Neptune in Aries, with Saturn going in Aries, with Saturn leaving your sign, with it being a 1 year, people are starting to realize that they can't expect others to make them happy. They need to fully look within and find that happiness within themselves. And that's what I feel you're doing. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, the Nine of Swords with the Two of Wands. Yeah, so again, a lot of you are still nervous or upset or anxious at the fact that you do have to move on from this situation. There's a choice or decision here. Choice or decision here is to either learn from the situation and move on successfully from it by gathering the knowledge and the things that you learned from the situation, or fully being in this place of worry, stress, and fear. And many of you, that's what you're working on. You're working on how to come out of this place of, overreacting about a situation or feeling like you need to control a situation. Instead, you're saying, you know what? I'm going to focus on me. And this is what I see you doing. And this is why your challenge is the 10 of Pentacles. All right, let's hop into your reading and let's see what's going on. Okay, so your challenge, which is the 10 of Pentacles, that is clarified by the Star. You have the Justice and you have the 9 of Cups. So your challenge has a lot to do with you leveling up. 9 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, the Justice and the Star. The way you're going to get your justice, because many of you find it challenging to fully feel confident after the situation, right? Some of you are saying, how am I going to fully feel that I received the justice that I deserve, right? Because some of you are going around and you're saying, well, I was treated unfairly. I was treated badly. This person didn't respect me. How come I'm in this situation? Why am I being embarrassed? Why, so there's a lot of whys here. And your challenge here for you, actually, it's not really even a challenge. It is to some extent, but I feel this is more about you leveling up. This is about you fully recognizing what your true potential is here, Pisces. I don't think you realize what your true potential is. And that's the whole point of the first 2 weeks of January. You're going to really tap into something here. The way you're going to tap into this situation is truly looking at what you want out of life. I'm getting something here about Pizza Hut. I don't know why I'm getting that. There's something here about pizza or Pizza Hut. You may have an idea, okay? And this idea that you have, it's like you're so immersed in this idea. You're so much connected to this idea that a lot of you may say, you know what, this is my vision, this is my idea, this is what I want to create, and I'm going to go for it. And even though you may be hesitant about this situation, depending on your timeline, a lot of you are taking an idea and you're fully running with it. And I see the challenge here is you believing in yourself. That's the only thing really that's holding you back. You understand that, right? The only thing that's really holding you back is you trusting and believing in your ability to create the things that you want to do. And how you're going to set your life right, how you're going to get justice out of the situation is by you truly leveling up, by you truly investing in your ideas, by you loving yourself, by you saying, you know what? I can truly create what I want. You have the 9 of Cups, the Star, the Justice, and the 10 of Pentacles. That's a beautiful combination. I don't think I ever saw that combination before. And I've done thousands of tarot readings. Okay, so this is about a vision you have, and it's about your challenge here is to stick to that vision and trust and believe that by you actually embarking on this vision and sticking to it, it can lead to so much abundance. Not only personal abundance, but physical abundance as well too. All right, let's talk about the recent past. Okay, so in the recent past, there was a very strong connection that you were involved in with the Lovers here. Very strong, beautiful connection. You have the Page of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. So in the recent past, I do feel that somebody here, an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I'm also getting a Taurus here. Gemini is strong here, okay? This person rushed in very quickly to be with you because they saw something within you that really made them feel you were the one. You have the Eight of Swords with the Devil, the High Priestess, and the Five of Cups. So in the recent past, many of you were dealing with somebody who maybe entered into a third party. There was a third party here, and it made you really question your worth, your self-worth, right? You may have said, well, how can this person do this to me? Like, how could they really put me in the situation where they don't see my value, they don't recognize the things that I'm sacrificing to be with them? And it made you feel really bad about yourself here in the past, to the point where you maybe question your identity, you questioned the relationship, you question the process of this relationship. There was just so much going on in your mind here in the past where it started to become so toxic. It started to become so just not healthy here in the past. So as a result of that, Pisces, what you did was you picked yourself up and you moved into a new direction. You made a plan for yourself. You had a goal, you had a vision, and you went for it. Many of you accomplished something great here in the past with the Nine of Pentacles because what drove you to success was your pain. You have the Two of Swords and you have the Ace of Swords as well. So a lot of you didn't want to see the truth. Maybe you were wanting to live in this idea of fantasy, which is natural for you as a Pisces. It's like, I don't want to see the truth. I don't want to know that this person, lied or cheated. I don't want to know that this person did X, Y, and Z on me. Instead, I'm going to pretend like it didn't happen and I'm just going to move forward and have my new beginning. And lo and behold, the new beginning that you embarked on really brought a lot of success to you here in the past, is what I'm seeing. All right, let's talk about the present moment. Top of your reading, you have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so somebody's coming in very quickly, almost without any thought here. You have the Ace of Cups, the Two of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. I see new love coming in for you. There's somebody here that sees you, okay? Because you've done that work, because you've been focused on you, you've been committed to your ideas, committed to your goals. Somebody here feels a very powerful energy coming from you. Like I said, I feel this could be a Taurus, an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I'm getting a Pisces here, another Pisces, or an Aries, okay? So somebody here sees this. They see that you've changed. They see that you're working on yourself. They see that you're pouring into yourself. And what a lot of us don't realize is people fall in love with our energy, not just who we are. They fall in love with how we love ourselves, how we respect ourselves, how we follow through with the things that we want for ourselves. When you put yourself first, people are going to respect you. People don't always respect those that are kind, that are nice, that are giving everything. I know we think, oh, I have to be generous with somebody for them to love me. No, that's not how the human mind works. I've seen it so many times. So many of you are pouring into yourself. You are the Nine of Cups in the present moment. Me. You're all about yourself right now, especially after this ending. A lot of you went through a very painful ending, or maybe you've ended this old identity that you have of yourself, and you've made a decision to really focus on yourself. And what has that given you? The Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. This has given you the ability to choose what you want. You have options. You have choices. Some of you may have more than one suitor. Maybe you have more than one person that's interested in you, right? So now you're picking and choosing who you want to be with instead of being the one that's being picked or chosen, okay? Now you also have the Sun here, which is indicating a very positive change that's going to happen for you in the month of January, particularly leading up to mid-January. You have the Strength, you have the Five of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. Somebody here is jealous at the fact that you're working on yourself. They're jealous at the fact that you've leveled up. They're jealous at the fact that maybe they can't get to you as much as they can. So this person, I do feel that they're going to try to start conflict with you. I don't know who this person is. I don't feel it's somebody that you've been with. Maybe it has been, maybe not. I don't know. But essentially here, what I'm getting for you with the Strength here, this person may see that you're working on yourself, and it's very important that you don't get distracted by this person, because this person will try to come in and they may try to distract you, okay? And if this is somebody from your past, they are going to try to maybe create an argument, but I don't think that this argument is malicious. I think that this argument more or less is to get your attention, okay? So that's what I'm seeing here in the present moment. Let's talk about the near future for you, Pisces. Okay, near future, you have the Devil card here, okay? That is clarified by the 8 of Swords. You have the 4 of Cups, and you have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, it's going to be very obvious that if this is about new love, okay, or if this is, I feel this is about someone from your past, okay? I feel that somebody from your past, once you start leveling up, once you start focusing on yourself, and that's what you're doing, this person's going to come in. The reason why this person decides to come back to you, Pisces, is because they're alone. They're lonely. They haven't found somebody who can truly commit to them. So what do? They reach out to you because you're the one that is the backup. And I talked about this. I talked about this in I think it was your January read. Yeah, if you go back and you watch my January read for you, I mentioned how somebody comes back after you level up, and that's what's happening here in the near future. I feel you reject this person though, because you have the 4 of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles here in reverse in the near future. You've done too much work on yourself to let somebody come back in after they realize your worth. And it always happens. I've seen it so many times. You start working on yourself, you start leveling up, you start looking like the best piece of cake on the rack, and this person just can't help themselves but try to get back in. And you have to be careful because you left something that was toxic in the past. You don't want to start a new cycle with something that's toxic here, okay? So it's more or less a warning for you. You have the Page of Pentacles, that's clarified by the 3 of Pentacles. You have the 6 of Cups. Yeah, there's that 6 of Cups energy. So this person from the past will come back. And you have the 4 of Pentacles. So this person from the past has not let you go. They're still watching. They still want to work out, things out with you. They're going to try to do that here in the near future. They may offer you a date at Pizza Hut. I don't know. Does Pizza Hut even exist anymore? I don't know. I keep getting something here about pizza. Anyways, the Justice is here in the near future. So something will be set right. You have the Chariot, you have the Magician, you have the 3 of Cups. So what's being set right here in the near future is this person from your past who caused you a lot of pain, who put you in a toxic third-party situation, who really just tested you here in the past. They will come back. I don't know if they're going to apologize, but I feel this person's going to come back because they want closure. Do they want to get back with you? Of course they do, because they've seen the work that you've been doing on yourself. A lot of you are worried that this person won't come back, but this is confirmation that they will, okay? It's going to give you more power when this person comes back because it's going to stroke your ego. It's going to give you this, I knew they were going to come back after I worked on myself. Because here's the thing, and I've said it so many times, the new currency is energy. It's not just paper money. It's not just, exchanges of paper money. This is about your energy. And when your energy changes and you get fully in alignment with your higher self, which is what your challenge is, which is what you're working towards, everything that's supposed to work out the way it needs to will, because you are finally in alignment. Things cannot work unless you're willing to be in alignment within yourself first. And this is what you're learning. There may be an apology here. There may be forgiveness here in the near future. There may even be this energy of, I want to reconcile with you. I want to be with you. However, the Magician is here. You're going to gather so much energy from this situation after it's all said and done, and it's going to be set right. So if you've been worried about whether or not you're going to get closure, you're going to get the closure you need. You don't have to worry about it because it's part of this process. This process has already been written, by the way. It's a very spiritual embarkment, if that's a word. Did I just create a new word, embarkment? Maybe it's a word, I don't know. I'm going off on the readings today. Wasn't like that yesterday. Okay, let's get some advice for you, Pisces. What is actually, this is the wrong deck, sorry. Let's get some advice for you, Pisces. Some days I have high readings and I have low readings. That's just natural. As you know, Mother Earth here. as I call myself. Sometimes I need to have fun in the readings. Okay, let's get some advice. You have the Seven of Wands, the Five of Swords, and the Two of Cups. Listen, if a relationship's worth fighting for, you're gonna know it's worth fighting for. You know what's worth fighting for and what's not worth fighting for. So your biggest piece of advice is really simple. Your biggest piece of advice here is that if something's worth fighting for, go for it. If it's not in alignment with you and you don't feel it's worth fighting for, completely let it go. Don't hold on to things or stress yourself out over stuff that's not even meant for you, that's not even in alignment with you, because all you're doing is cheating yourself from actually achieving your most highest potential. Pisces, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.